Fuck the Bears. Hello, huge movie fanatic Nate, stopping on by once again, coming at you to showcase a laser video disc from, in this case, the early 90s. Coming at you to showcase the laser video disc release of Henry, Portrait of a Serial Killer. He's not Freddy, he's not Jason, he's real, which is kind of funny because he's no more real than Freddy or Jason because he's in a movie just like Freddy and Jason. But I think what they mean by that is he's a serial killer in a movie, whereas Freddy and Jason in the movie are... Anyway, I'm coming at you to showcase the Henry, Portrait of a Serial Killer Laserdisc, distributed by MPI Home Video. We got package and design, copyright 1991, MPI Home Video, printed in USA. Now, it's unfortunate that this particular version of Henry on Laserdisc I have is previously viewed from Video Update. Unfortunately, this is how they... I mean, I guess it works and it makes more sense to rent a movie like this. This is how they repackaged it, or Laserdiscs, to rent in the 90s at Video Update, is they put them in, they slit down, you know, the cover. The good thing is, you know, they just pretty much cut off the top and bottom and they left the side. And of course the other side, the disc would go out anyway. And then they slipped the artwork into this really durable rental situation where you went like this, and the disc is... There's two slots, one slot here and one slot on the bottom for the disc. So I mean, it's a good way to rent Laserdiscs. It's just, you know, I've got several Laserdiscs that are like this, unfortunately, and I mean, it's still most of the cover, and you know, it's just kind of a bummer, obviously, because it's not how it's supposed to be. But at any rate, this is the Henry, Portrait of a Serial Killer Laserdisc I got previously viewed from Video Update at some point, probably in the 90s. As you can see here, on the bottom, this is the totally uncut and uncensored version. One can only assume there was an R-rated version out as well. I don't know if they would have put the R-rated one on Laserdisc or if it would have just been the uncut one on Laserdisc, but one can only assume there was an R-rated tape released. I can only imagine. But this, I've always liked this cover, just with the black and the big Henry and the smaller portrait of a serial killer underneath, and the picture of him in the bathroom there. And it's got just like the movie, the cover has this kind of stark, just realism to it, like, you know, we're just seeing something real. So I've always liked the cover. I'm pretty sure I've also got the VHS that I probably got before I ended up getting the Laserdisc. So I can only assume the back here is very similar. The back art is very similar to the tape, but I don't remember the tape. On the top here we've got the most controversial film of the decade, Henry, Portrait of a Serial Killer. And Henry needs, the movie needs little explanation, as you can see with this little, very small blurb about what the movie's about there. You've got CLV, color approximately 90 minutes, not rated, hi-fi stereo. 4 stars. Now this is a horror movie from Jamie Bernard, New York Post, the best film of the year, Elliot Steen, The Village Voice. On the bottom here you've got, slightly covered up by the Video Update sticker, unfortunately, unrated. This motion picture is intended for individuals aged 17 and over. No individual under the age of 17 should view this movie without the presence of a, you can only, let's see here, parent or adult guardian, probably is what it says. So the rear cover is mainly just featuring Michael Rooker there as Henry, and that picture of Henry, and I can't remember this character, is it Tom Towell's character's sister, I think, who he rapes, which is really nasty. I gotta watch this this movie again. It's funny how I say after he rapes his sister that I'm like, I gotta watch this movie again. That wasn't intentional, that the timing of those things, but very simple. It's kind of makes sense that, you know, this the artwork for this particular release is very simple, because it's kind of a simple movie about a simple serial killer, if you will. So the artwork kind of very appropriately mirrors, you know, what the movie's about. So side 1 has an annoying Video Update sticker on it, so we're going to look at side 2, really kind of cool and simplistic to go along with the front and back cover art. Black label on the top, Henry, Portrait of a Serial Killer. On the side here, CX noise reduction, digital sound. It's funny how there's really they don't really mention stereo, just CX, digital sound, MPI, home video. I'm not seeing, okay, so there's no copyright on the label itself here, just a warning for domestic use only. On the bottom there, CLB extended play side 2, and of course side 1 looks exactly the same with the exception of, instead of a 2, there's a 1 there. Hope you guys enjoyed this look at the original MPI home video release from 1991 of Henry, Portrait of a Serial Killer on Laser video disc. Thanks a lot for watching, and as always, we'll catch you on the next video.